Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Canon View. First day of the new season, drama. But still, we got the results. We got the 3 points, which was really all that mattered. But yet, Manchester United against Arsenal is always drama, one way or the other. I understand, football is a game of outcomes. Like if the outcome today wasn't a victory for us, we're not getting 3 points. So yes, it's a game of outcomes, but we are so attached to this thing, yeah, that it never really lets you enjoy the game as much. So every moment of the game, I always try to kind of like take a deep breath and enjoy the game because United, I'm not gonna lie, I'll tell you right now, they were on the front foot for most of this game. So it put a lot of Arsenal fans or watchers under a lot of tension. Just trying to make sure that, we leave with all 3 points. But we'll get to it. Quick one. Let's talk about the starting lineup. Had David Raya in goal, Ben White as our right back, and William Saliba right there as the right centre half, and then Gabriel Magalhaes back in the squad, and that partnership between him and Saliba flourishing yet again. On the left hand side was Gabriel, and Calafiori was our left back today. Madman. Moving on to the midfield, it was a Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard in there, which is what we all predicted would probably be a starting lineup for this season. And then up front, Bukayo Saka on the right, center forward today. Victor Gyökeres got the start ahead of Kai Havertz, and it was good to see Gyökeres up front. The starting sheet, and he performed decently today. Some people might argue he was non-existent, but I thought he did really good today. Then on the left-hand side, Gabriel Martinelli. So with that out of the way, I will tell you right now, it was a tough game. I think I said that already, but it was a tough game today. If I'm gonna say it again, I have to reiterate because Zubimendi had his baptism of fire today. Definitely had a baptism of fire because he was getting roughed up. But with that said, he was able to still put some good, balls through forward, breaking the lines and stuff. So, but it didn't seem that way to the eye because there was a lot of start and stopping today. United were just aggressive. That's why you can see their fans stayed back after the match to kind of, clap for them because they were entertaining. They did put up a good fight. I have to give that to them. But 10 minutes in, like I said, a lot of start, stop, and then a good ball from Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard looked really sharp at the start, and put a good ball through for Bukayo Saka, but Saka couldn't capitalize. He got closed down really quickly, but great ball, and he could have done a lot more. Later on in the season, you can see that the boys probably would gel a bit more and get into their full flow. But today, first day of the season and a tough game, you expected some people to not be at levels. Odegaard started off at a really high level, but quickly you can see he still needs time. Um, and yeah, not so long after we get a corner, um, Declan Rice steps up. It's his side to take the corner, whips the ball in, wicked, bend on the ball, and then Saliba doing his thing to kind of put the goalkeeper off, but the keeper still puts paw to it. But then Calafiori ends up nodding the ball in. Truth is, even if Calafiori wasn't there, the ball may have hit the woodwork and still gone in, but Calafiori was there to put the ball and just nail in the coffin right there. Um, Argued that it might go to VAR because of Saliba's involvement with the goalkeeper, but still, it's illegal. Goalkeeper needed to be stronger, and perfect goal, perfect way to start the game, and it kind of eased things for us. And I feel that's where we kind of dropped off because we got that one goal, and everyone kind of relaxed. Odegaard kind of relaxed a little bit, and Manchester United, they were amped for today, and I don't think we expected them to be that amped, or maybe we did, but still, they then took control of the game because moving forward, man, um, Arsenal only controlled the game up until the 21st minute. United kind of like, lay back, watching, making sure because, our movement was quite sharp. I told the first 20 minutes, but then I don't know if we got a bit complacent and, dropped off, and then United just picked up pace and never looked back and were on the front foot, a lot of oh, very aggressive. I was trying to find the word, but they were very aggressive today and never let anyone settle on the ball. And the referee really wasn't giving us any joy as well. It was a home game for them, so obviously he's probably going to rule in favor of the home side a little bit more. But it was just a bit much. They roughed up Saka, roughed up Zubamendi. I told you it was like baptism of fire for him today. Roughed up Gyökeres. They were tripling up on Gyökeres sometimes. They didn't let the guy. Then again, Amorim, the Manchester United manager, used to coach Victor Gyökeres back at their time as Sporting. So maybe gave the defenders certain tips on, Gyökeres' weaknesses, but still had a decent game. I didn't think he had the poorest of games. He had a better game than his substitute that came on later on in the game. So yeah, Manchester United took control of the game. Dorgu came close, hit the woodwork, and the ball had beat Raya. We were just lucky with that one that he just hit the post and went out. Cunha came close twice. At some point, the ball kind of ricocheted off a few defenders, but broke, clear for him. And, he was Saliba, as much as Saliba tried to close down on him, he couldn't even get there before Cunha took the shot. But you could see, run from halfway, and with everyone he had to run through, he was already tired. So kind of took a tame shot, and Raya saved that. But not so long after, from a tight spot, he had a good chance of scoring. But I thought the ball just kind of went across the face of goal. But until it slowed down, you see that David Raya actually put a hand to the ball, to steer it away from going in or, hitting the post or anything. So good save by Raya. And for that, I think I have to give Raya my man of the match for today, because he prevented, as much as I defended, the partnership between Saliba and Gabriel was great today. But, he was our saving grace at the end of the day. And Arsenal couldn't pray for halftime to come up because they kind of took control of the game just before halftime. And halftime couldn't have come any sooner. And you could see it was a half largely dominated by Manchester United. But Arsenal just had their moment, first 20 minutes, and won the game, and then just kind of like try to manage the game. So there was a lot of game management in today's game. So it wasn't that pleasing to the eye. But start of the second half, Arsenal, up until the 50th minute, kind of had control of the game. But, we just weren't linking up well up front. It's that left side again. If the biggest caveat for today for Arsenal is that left side. We have to fix that left side because around the 60th minute, we made some substitutions. Havertz came on for Gyökeres, and then Madueke came on for Martinelli. As much as Martinelli wasn't that great in the first half, he was doing a lot more defending, and you were just thinking like, going forward, we still need to fix this left side. Madueke pulled a stinker today. I'm sorry, man, but dude was appalling today, and I hope he takes accountability for his performance today. He got skinned a number of times, and towards the end of the game, you could see Saka having a go at him. Miles Lewis-Kelly probably had a go at him as well. And he just really needs to take accountability. He needs to understand this is not Chelsea where they're not levels, he might come out there and look at Nicholas Jackson and believe he's a better player than Nicholas Jackson. He's come to this Arsenal side. He can't have that chip on his shoulder, So I hope he takes accountability. And yeah, he pulled a stinker today. Enough said. Moving on. Drama. It was just drama from the 70th minute. Then White kind of goes down and taking his time. And then Cunha, yeah, Cunha is guy's mental, man. He lost his. I don't know what he was doing, but like that guy just looks like someone who's gonna cause problems for Manchester United if they're not getting the results they really need to be getting. So Cunha just being Cunha. We've seen it when he was at Wolverhampton. And yeah, subs came on for Ben White, Urin Timber came on, and for Calafiori, who scored the goal, by the way, and played pretty good, but got skinned a lot by Mbuemo. So defensively, he's not really your man, but going forward, got the goal. He's a threat. So subs came on, Timber, MLS came on for White and Calafiori. David Raya makes an incredible save, in the 72nd minute or so. From Mbuemo, great header from Mbuemo, even though like the pace of the ball from the cross had been kind of like slowed down from a deflection off our defender. But by the time Mbuemo gets his head on it, yeah, Raya was there to make a good save. Hence why I gave Raya man of the match, because he made multiple saves for us today. And just, before game ends, Saka gets a chance, but the defender gets in the way, and he takes this shot. Like it was, if it went in, it would have been a thunderbolt. But yeah, the defender gets in the way. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We're content. I'm content. 3 points. Boys will probably gel a lot better. We did manage the game. Madueke didn't take his chance, and hopefully he'll learn from today. And Gyökeres as well also probably will learn from today. Zubimendi will learn also. Norgard, I wonder why Norgard didn't feature. I actually thought Norgard would have been very suited for this game, but Mikel Arteta, well done today. You got your 3 points. It worked. Calafiori as a left back got you the goal. Perfect tactics. And then at the end of the game, just heard Mikel Arteta say this was a humbling victory. And I thought that was very apt. So signing off. Thanks for watching. That's the match report. We'll be here again next week. I don't know who we're actually facing next week, but we'll find out. And we'll be here right after the game to go through it. Thanks for watching. Wish you all peace and love. Keep it locked on the Cannon View. Press that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Arsenal all the way. All right. Take care.